We're continuing Aeneas's address to Dido, lines 345 to 350. Sed nunc Italiam magnam grineius apallo, Italiam liciae iusere capessere sortes, hic amor, haec patriest. I'm going to stop right there. But now, Grinian Apollo. Okay, so Apollo, god of prophecy, music, brother of Diana, and he made a prophecy that Aeneas and the Trojans would find a home. He didn't say Italy exactly, but the Penates, this is in Book 3, interpreted it as Italy. So he has made this prophecy that the Trojans will settle in Italy. And so that's what Aeneas is referencing here. He says, but now, Grinian Apollo, and Grinius Apollo, this is a town where he has an oracle, so he is worshipped there, and it's a special town for him. Now, Grinian Apollo, and you got to take this eusere. Now, eusere is from eubere, important word. Eubeo, I order. And this is the perfect active, third person plural, indicative, and it should be userunt, but it's the apocopated form. It's shortened. So, ordered. Usually Apollo would be usit, but Vergil has left out the verb for Apollo specifically, and this plural takes liciae sortes as its subject, but you have to insert it for Apollo also. So we'll do it like this. But now, Grinian Apollo has ordered, to capessere, to seek, or to head for. Capessere, this is the complementary infinitive. Capesso means essentially capio, I would think. But now, Grinian Apollo has ordered to take Great Italy. Now that is the accusative of what we're supposed to take. The Trojans are supposed to take. And notice we got anaphora, repetition of it here again, because liciae sortes also have ordered to take Italy. Who are the liciae sortes? This is also referring to Apollo, because Apollo was worshipped in the country of Lycia, and the sortes are basically the prophecies or the oracles. They're these chants, oracles that tell the future, which Apollo is the god of prophecy, and so they are related to him. So this is just two lines of saying the same thing twice for some poetical effect and to give it this epic bigness. Let's do it all whole thing. But now, Grinian Apollo has ordered to take Great Italy. Italy, the Lycian sortes, oracles, have ordered Italy to take, or have ordered to take Italy. You notice the anaphora really emphasizes Italy here. I'll read it one more time in Latin so you can hear it. Sed nunc Italiam magnum Grinius Apollo Italiam liciae iusere capessere sortes. Emphasizing for Dido that he has to go to Italy. He cannot stay in Carthage. Much as he might want to, this is the will of the gods. Hic amor, haec patriest. This is my love. This is my homeland, my fatherland. So now we have nice little short phrases here. Hic amor, and you got to put in the est. Haec patria. And you notice hic is masculine, so it goes with amor, which is masculine. These are nominative singular. And haec is feminine, so it goes with patria, which is feminine. Again, nominative singular. And est is the verb that they both take. Let's continue with the second part. Si te Carthagenes arces poenissam libi quaspectus detinit urbis, quae tand Ausonia tucros considere terra, invidiest et nos fas exterra quaerere regna. Another conditional here, right? C. If the citadels of Carthage, that's a subject, the citadels, and then we have a genitive with it, of Carthage, Cartaginus, and the aspectus Libycae, and the view of Libya. That's another subject. And the view, with a genitive, of Libya, which is Africa, right? And now the verb, detinit. Oh, excuse me, we got Libycae urbis, of the Libyan city. Those go together. Of the Libyan city. If the citadels of Carthage and the view of the Libyan city detenit, detains, or holds, te, you, Poeniciam, a Phoenician. The meaning here that Dido is not from Libya or Carthage. She is a refugee like he is, and her home is in Phoenicia. So he's trying to make the argument, if Carthage holds you, and you're a Phoenician, then should the Trojans be held back because they're refugees? Let's see the rest of this and see if his little comparison makes sense. So if the citadels of Carthage and the site of the Libyan city holds, or detains, you could say, holds you, a Phoenician, quae tand Ausonia teucros considere terra invidi est. What, finally, is there to envy or to begrudge? Bear with me for a minute while I put all this together, okay? So est is our verb, and invidia is subject, and quae goes there. What is there to begrudge, finally, tandem? The Teucrians, accusative, and that is the Trojans, right? To considere, to settle, literally to sit down, to settle. Ausonia terra, now that is ablative there, in the Ausonian land. And Ausonia is an ancient name for Italy, I believe for the central and southern parts of Italy. Ausonia. So it just means Italy. Again, what finally is it to begrudge the Teucrians to settle in the Ausonian land, in the Italian land? Maybe you could even say, why finally would you begrudge the Teucrians to settle in the Ausonian land? This word invidia, it's related to video, I see, to see. It's in video, like to see in a bad way, or to see against someone, to begrudge something to someone, in video. So they add the in as like against, to see against. Invisus is hated, not positive at all. So invidia. Why begrudge the Teucrians? Why is it envious to the Teucrians for them to settle in the Ausonian land, finally? So he's trying to make a case for himself here. If you, a Carthaginian, no, I'm not a Carthaginian, if you, a Phoenician, settle in Carthage, then should you be upset or envious if the Teucrians, the Trojans, want to settle in Italy? Carthage is not your home, and Italy is not our home, so it's the same thing. Now, this is really not the argument that Dido would want to even talk about, because she's upset that he's leaving, period, not where he's going. But Aeneas is just making a case here and trying to justify himself, it seems. Et nos fas ex terra quaerere regna. And fas, that's a strong word. It's right. Before the gods, fas is right. Remember, this word has the idea of it being right before gods and men. It's speakable, comes related to for fari, which is the verb to speak, also related to fatum and fata, the fates that speak the future. So it is fas. It is right for us to quaerere, to seek ex terra regna, foreign or external kingdoms. And quaerere is a complementary infinitive with fas. One more time. It is right for us, that's an accusative here, for us to seek foreign kingdoms. So a strong statement to say that it's right to do this. Dido would seem to think it's right before the gods for him to stay and honor his relationship with her, but he says it is right for him to do the will of the gods. Remember, Apollo has decreed that they go to Italy.